Go. All right, we are live. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Good afternoon. Waiting to see it come up on YouTube. So I thought it'd be fun to hang out and get some reading done this afternoon, and some people are joining me. Oh, good. Okay, we've got it's I see an ad coming up on YouTube, so we're almost there.
We're
Yay.
almost there.
Um, so yeah, thanks everybody for joining me. If you guys want to introduce yourselves, I know some of you have been on here before, but where can people find you?
Should we go clockwise?
Sure.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I think it might be the earliest for me because I'm in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So I rolled out of bed and I was like, I'm reading this morning. I'm Amanda. I'm the naughty librarian. I haven't done reading sprints with Bethany before, but we do have a book club, the Blades and Bodice Rippers book club, which, by the way, April, my channel, we're going to be doing a live show. And I read a lot of different stuff, a lot of romance, hence the naughty librarian name. And yeah, you can find me there.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay, hi, I'm Heather from Hia Booktubes. I'm a romance booktuber. I do a lot of book discussions and a lot of recommendations by trope and subgenre, but it's mostly romance focused. And I'm gonna read. I've never read this author before.
What is everybody reading? Good thought.
She's a Black author who writes, I think, basically exclusively interracial fantasy romance. Let me see there. But I've never read her before. This is a novella. It's a fae stolen bride.
I love that cover.
Situation. I might DNF very quickly, or I might, read a ton of books. We're gonna find out.
You do a lot of DNFing, so it's
a lot of DNF.
hard for
very pro team DNF over here.
Yeah. Amanda, do you know what you're gonna be reading?
I have two options. One, also, I have a romance. I don't know. I've read like 50 some pages of it. I like the father-son relationship because they're besties. And he's like a little kid. And then he has a best friend who's a pig. So that's fun. And then I'm also in the middle of filming a series on my channel called Drunk Classics, where I get drunk and I read classics. And I'm reading Jane Eyre this month. So, I mean, it's 10 a.m. for me, so I probably won't be drinking right now, but maybe I'll just do a little advanced reading before I drink later in the day. So those are my options at the moment.
Sounds good. And Isabella.
Hi, I'm Isabella. I'm from the Feminist Bookworm on Instagram. I'm a bookseller too, so it's kind of a supplement to my book selling stuff. But yeah, I kind of read everything. Though now more now. I think I read more adult now, but I read a lot of YA because I work in the children's department. But I'm gonna be reading I Kissed Char Wheeler.
Oh, I want to read that. I have it pre-ordered.
But yeah, I'm like, how far into it am I? I'm like 120 pages into it.
How is it? People are excited about it.
Yeah, it's really good. I really like it.
I'm so excited.
Just fun because I didn't love One Last Stop. I know a lot of people did, but I was just like, it's not red, white, and royal blue. So
fair. I haven't read the second one yet, but I did like Red, White, and Royal Blue. I feel like One Last Stop is a really different book. So today I'm going to be reading Hotel Magnifique by Emily Taylor, which comes out in April, and I'm like, so far it's really good. They've comped it to Caraval, and I think it's actually a really good comp, honestly. It's like a magical hotel, but there's like weird dark stuff going on under the surface, and yeah, so far I'm enjoying that. So yeah, make some progress.
Really good. I had a lot of fun with that one.
Cool. Yeah, so far
I've got a galley of it.
Yeah, that's what I have. So far, it's good. Hey, Jessica. Let's look at the comments and say hi to everybody. Hello.
I know a lot of people compare things to Caraval, but I think this is probably the most accurate.
Yeah, like people comp things to Caraval a lot, and it's usually sketchy. But this, I'm like, okay, this actually does feel kind of like Caraval.
Yeah,
but like different. But yeah. Good morning or afternoon. Hello, everybody. Beth. Hi, Matt. Reading. Oh, cool. You Made a Fool of Death with Your. That's Akwaeke Emezi's upcoming book. Let us know how that is. That's exciting. Hello. Jane Eyre is a great book. I love it also, Jessica.
This is my first read of it, so it's
It's
going.
an interesting one. I have lots of drunk thoughts about Jane Eyre. Yeah, that's fair. Working and reading Still Life by Sarah Winman. Okay, cool. Hello, hello. Some excitement for Shara Wheeler. Yeah, Hotel Magnifique's really, so far I'm really liking it. It's very interesting. Yes, we all can use some motivation sometimes. I'm glad this helps. That's book one. His reading book two.
Oh,
What?
she's answering me. I was like,
Oh, this is your
that,
question.
but
Okay,
no.
I was like,
The
I
first
don't.
one.
I'm like, what does this comment mean?
The first
Okay.
one is like Nancy Drew follows a serial killer home, and he's like, I don't want to kill you, so I'm going to make you fall in lust with me.
Interesting.
Weird and dark, but I liked it, so here we are.
Hey, whatever works. Oh, I've been hearing people rave about love songs of W.B. Du Bois, actually, so that's great. Male romance samples on Kindle. Cool. Reading The
Very
Four
long.
Rings.
I want to read it, but it's so long.
It looks long. Shadow of the Gods. Yay, Beth. I'm so
I have
happy.
that. I have
Yeah,
that.
we're like buddy reading it, so I'm excited.
Oh, yay.
It'll be fun. Yeah. Agatha Christie. Nice. Write for grad school and reading For the Wolf. Okay. Interesting. That's an interesting one. Assassin's Apprentice. Yes. Okay. I am obsessed with Robin Hobb. I've read Ship of Magic. We have a live show for Ship of Magic tomorrow night. It's so good. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. But yeah. Gallant. I like desperately
I've
want to
read
read Gallant.
I have not read Four Winds though I have read The Nightingale.
Yeah. I feel like Gallant would be so up my alley. I love like that kind of a gothic thing. I really
I'm
want to
reading
read
it. I'm reading
Are
it
you?
in April. In
Oh,
April.
cool.
Gallant is a really interesting book. I would say if you're planning on reading it and you have yet to read this, like the summary, like on the book, don't read it. Because I found that the synopsis like tells you literally the first like 75% of the book. And so I found that frustrating because I was like, what is something going to happen? I was like, wait a minute, like this is what's happening. They just like gave away a little bit too much. And then I found the last 5% to be kind of confusing, but I think it's a really cool book.
Okay.
It's really cool. And like the way that the main character is like nonverbal, but you're still like in her head, is
interesting.
And it's like she's a sign language. So it's a really cool book.
Really interesting. Yeah, I also love that it's like illustrated. Like the actual physical book is so pretty.
Yeah, it has like ink blots.
Yeah, it's really cool. Awesome. Ooh, The Ninth Reign. I haven't read that one, but people seem to like it. That's cool. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not shocked that calling it a romance is a mismarketing because I don't feel like their books are happy ever. I don't know.
Wait.
This is for Akweke Emezi's. They're talking
Oh.
about Akweke Emezi's book that they're marketing as a romance, and this doesn't surprise me. So yeah, I've been seeing love songs everywhere lately too.
There's 2 books coming out this year, right? Am I making that up? Or
yeah,
they're marketing as a romance, and like one there looks more like the traditional like.
Yeah, I think they have a couple of different things coming out. Yeah, it should be interesting. Dead House Gates. Okay, cool. So people are reading all kinds of things. I don't know. I have not, but Heather, have you read Twist Me?
Yeah, it's the darkest trilogy I've ever read in my entire life, and I'm traumatized still like 4 years later. So
yeah, I will not read that. Lovely.
It was my first ever dark romance, and it was the deep end. You really would not.
Oh no,
that was a mistake.
Oh no. Yay, Jessica. I'm so glad that you're loving Ship of Magic. I'm excited to talk to everybody about it. It's like so good. Gallant is good and creepy. Okay, cool. Oh, that's so cute. An Encanto pinata.
I want to know what they're doing. Like, is it the house or the characters? Or,
I know. I'm curious.
Like the designs on the tiles.
What kind of
know
design?
what it is.
Have you all seen Encanto? It's so good.
so many times.
Oh my gosh.
I have kids. I've watched
Yeah.
it.
I mean, I have two, but mine like don't have the attention for movies very often, so we've only seen it once, but I loved it.
See, my sons are like, no, and I'm like, yeah, we are actually again.
Mine just want to watch YouTube videos all the time. It's fine. So, good. Hi. Okay, we have like so many comments. Good tip, avoid summer. Okay, good. So, yeah. I was thinking we could do, I mean, if anybody has anything we want to talk about, we can for a few minutes. And then I figured we could do like a 30-minute sprint and get some reading done. Everybody's talking about Gallant. It is really cool.
Yeah, it's a weird shape.
It does. It's like a square kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's really, I wish
I'm
I would.
very surprised because I know it's gonna come in a certain book box, so I didn't buy a finished copy. But like I flipped through it at the store, and it's like the end papers are also just really pretty. Like it's just a very well packaged book.
Yeah.
I feel like people who have to have their shelves like
are gonna hate it. Yeah.
Aneurysm over it, but like I'm chaos over here.
Yeah, I don't care. So it's fine. Okay, so we have more info on this piñata. This is amazing. 3-foot tall balloon of Mirabelle. That's so cool.
I do not have that type of
I know. I am so impressed with this. Wow. Yes,
awesome.
that is the one with the Bruno song, Michael. It is. That's cool. Hello, Moonstruck. Okay, nice. Okay, we've got like so many things. That song is everywhere.
Song on the Billboard charts, I think.
It's a good song. There's a good music in that. I mean, they did a good job. Nice. Oh, I have not read A River Enchanted yet. I'm supposed to be reading it this month, but I have not yet.
I'm reading it too, especially because like I got this really pretty edition in a book box. But
Nice.
I will say like it does look really cool. But apparently they're comping it to House of Earth and Blood, and I'm a little hesitant about that comparison.
I have not heard that anywhere.
It was on the back of because I had an arc of it, but I didn't actually. It's like corner over there.
They haven't been doing it since it came out. Like that's definitely not how they're still marketing it. That's interesting.
I swear it was on the back of the arc.
That is.
Now I do need to go check. Otherwise, I'm going to go crazy.
Yeah,
if I'm going crazy.
Pages, nothing happens for 600 of them. Is that what they're trying to tell you?
Sorry, what?
It's 800 pages and nothing happens for 600 of them.
It's not that bad. It is longer. I like the synopsis doesn't sound at all like House of Earth and Blood, but it does look good. It was in Book of the Month this year. Organized by color. See, like I cannot do the color thing. It just my brain does not know. Like it looks cool.
I have all my books together, like by author or like the series, and they're not always the same color. So I gave up on that. It's just chaos though, but chaos. Yeah.
Mine are
fully on bookshelf chaos.
Mine are divided by genre. Oh. And sometimes sometimes by imprints, but not for many. Like this is all Tor.com books.
There you go. So. Mine's like wherever this fits. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. You're welcome.
By the way, they are apparently comping it to House of Earth and Blood and The Witch's Heart. I'm not sure what the second one is.
That is an interesting choice because the synopsis does not sound at all like House of Earth and Blood. That is so weird. This is amazing. I am so impressed that you are making this thing. Yes. I really liked A History of Wild Places, but reviews have been mixed.
I didn't like it. I DNF'd it. I could not stand them. Oh my gosh. And then like I skimmed. I know you're not supposed to skim in a mystery, but I'm like, does it get better? Is there something I'm looking forward to? And I'm like, that's how it ends? No. Burn it with fire.
Oh my gosh. See, I love it. Like, I love the vibes. I love the like cult in the woods thing. Like, it was totally my thing.
Yeah.
But like, people have very mixed feelings on it.
I
So
loved
it's
that, but I didn't like how they did it.
no.
Oh yeah,
Fair
I read
enough.
the History of Wild. This is the Shea Earnshaw book, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so tired that I'm like,
Okay.
I feel like things are not connecting in my head the way that they should be. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought the first part of the book was very slow. Well, no. I thought the first chapter was like really great, and then I thought it was really, really slow, and then it started picking up.
Mhm.
Even though I could see the big twist coming from a mile away.
Oh yeah. I wasn't really super
Not like the
surprised.
why, I guess.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
just like that kind of book though, so I just think it depends. But
The writing was very
It's
pretty.
funny because Shea Earnshaw's other book, I DNF'd for the same reason I DNF'd History of Wild Places. So I think
see,
it's just
I DNF'd one of her YA books also. This one
Yeah.
I liked, but like her YA, I was like, I
The
don't
Wicked
care.
Deep, and it was the same
Yeah.
reason I didn't like both of them. It's just like you were talking about something cool, then you stopped talking about it.
Mhm. Yeah, that one I was just like, I don't care.
Same. Yeah.
So it's fair. It's
It
fair.
sucks. I'm sure they're great books. It's just they're not for me.
Yeah. Genre and see, I used to do mine by alphabetic, and then I had children who would like periodically pull my books down from my shelves, and I gave up on that. So like they're by genre, but I just maybe one day I'll do them alphabetically again.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yes. Yeah, the plot twist is you can see it coming for sure.
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay. Well, everybody's like talking about how they organize bookshelves, unpacked chaos. Hey.
You can also see if you like if you didn't for some reason see the I don't want to say for some reason if you didn't see the plot twist coming in History of Wild Places, I can see like people like really loving it. And thinking it's like a like I feel like it's sometimes like like the Alex Megalite, like the Maidens, like if you didn't not the Maidens, the Silent Patient. Gosh, if you didn't like if like me, if you didn't see that twist coming, then like the impact was. But if you did, then it was like.
That's fair. Yeah, I do agree with this that like she telegraphed it pretty heavily, which fair. I agree with that this is true. Matt, this is so relatable. There's a very nicely organized shelf behind my second stacks. I hear you on running out of shelf space.
Yeah.
That's very relatable. Oh man. Yeah. Interesting. All right. So, everybody want to do sprints? I have the Breeze timers that she put together. Those are great.
Reparations timers.
Her reparations timers, exactly. Give her the ad revenue. I use them and they're just nice. Like I use them now every time I'm doing these. So all right, let me share screen. Okay. Cool. Yeah. All right, so we will go for 30 minutes, everybody, and then we'll be back to chat a little bit.
Yay.
Right. How'd everybody do?
Good. I read about a little over 50 pages, so far so good.
Nice.
I made it 39% through this novella.
How is
Yay.
it?
It's fine so far. This Ice Lord Fae. First, she was picked to be the bride of the King of the Mages, and this Ice Lord Fae kidnapped her to try and make peace with the mages. And she's also hiding some monster, dark, secret magic that'll kill everybody if she loses control. So
Of course.
that's all I know so far.
Sounds fun.
I probably read like, I don't know, 25. Sorry, it's very noisy here and the walls are very thin. I probably read like 25-ish pages because I got up to try to get a snack. But I'm loving it. It's so good.
Good. Yeah, I got through like about 40 pages, and it's really good. It's like, this is fun. I feel like this is the kind of YA fantasy, like this is more what I want from YA fantasy, is something that's just like fun, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I read this one instead of Jane Eyre. It's absurd, but like in a fun way. Like I had giggles because it was stupid, but like fun stupid. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like they're
nice.
scratching a pig. They're as a family. It's stupid. And it's an enormous pig, and they feed it cheese, and it gets cheese all over its face, so it looks like it has a beard. It's just silly. But pig with a cheese beard. Like, come on.
Hey,
It's grade A material.
awesome. This looks good. 40 pages of Gala. Nice. I guess we convinced you to read that one. 32 pages of Make a Fool. Overanalyzing. You know what? I feel like with the way they write, you're probably not overanalyzing, because that they write things that are meant to be analyzed. But 5 pages, had a phone call. Okay. Nice. Doing writing. Sounds good. Cat Who Saved Books. Listen to the audiobook. That sounds fun. Helm of Midnight. Okay. Awesome. 20 pages. Good. Yes. Yeah. Definitely has Caravel vibes. It's a lot of fun. 23 pages.
Oh yay.
Yay.
Next Saturday it's premiering.
Ah, exciting. That'll be fun. I love Jane Eyre, but I read it for the first time when I was like a teenager.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the first quarter, I'll just give this little tidbit to whet everyone's appetite. I had been drinking, but I was like, someone tell me this isn't Matilda. Like the first quarter of Jane Eyre is Matilda. Like if she developed telekinesis, it would be Matilda. I know Matilda is not based on Matilda, obviously, but like that's where I went with it.
I think that that's not incorrect. Like I wouldn't it like maybe Roald Dahl read Jane Eyre.
Maybe that's a sequel, like a long distant relation. They just, evolved to
Yeah,
have telekinesis and like
it's
books still.
it's very, very possible. Um, Assassin's Apprentice is great, but it's very it is more dense. I don't know if like I've always kind of been a faster reader. I do think that like the
Oh
more you
yes,
do it, and if you
very
like yeah, but like I feel like if you challenge yourself to, I don't know, grad school helps with this. I mean, not a great reason to go to grad school, but like having to read dense academic material very quickly because you have a class deadline the next day,
Mm.
like it makes it really easy to breeze through fiction. I don't know. I'm not sure that's helpful, but um, okay. 4 wins is big, but reading quick. Good. Halfway into a mystery. Have a guess. Yeah, also I have theories about what's going on with this and what the twist at the end is going to be, so we'll see if I'm right. It'll be interesting.
How far into it are you?
I'm pretty far. I'm like 170 some pages.
Wait, did you just say 70 something or 3 something?
170. Yeah, no, like 170. So I've got like about 200 pages left.
I'm excited to reread the real book because the version I read. I probably just like a pre-arc version, but it was for like some panel that I was on for booksellers, and it was one of the submissions. I really liked it. One of the booksellers thought there was too much going on in it. It was like she's like there are all these like weird games here, and then like feathers, people turning into animals here, like feathers. I was like, that's what makes it charming.
I think it's fun. I think it's great. But yeah. Yes, we will do more sprints.
Yes, it's a
I'm excited for Drunk Jane Eyre. I love it.
I'm too. I'm having a good time. I'm like, I'm a little over 50% of the way through it so far.
Yes.
And Rochester's an aging emo kid. Am I right? I think I am.
That's funny. I think this is true. As a teen and as an adult, you do react to Rochester differently.
I'm only 50% through though. So far, he's just an aging emo kid. And like the way he talks, it sounds like emo song lyrics.
That's fair. Work paperwork, Beth. I'm so happy you have a new job. Congratulations. I'm like, that's amazing. And 17 pages of Shadow of the Gods. Nice. Love it. I'll read Crazy Rich Asians. Oh, I like Crazy Rich Asians.
I do
It's
too.
fun.
It's really fun.
I liked it, but it's not a romance.
It's more like a rom-com, I guess.
It's like a rom-com.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a familial drama comedy. Like there's
but it does have a central.
It's not a love story. Like the couple's already together. It's just her meeting his family, and it's like, here's all the things going on with this family.
But they stay together, Heather. It's about them facing
it's
challenges.
Not about their relationship at all. It's literally about the family.
Yeah,
a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I wouldn't call it genre romance, but I do think it has like heavy romantic subplots, I guess. Like,
yeah. I think the movie makes it a little bit more about the romance because
that's true.
Like, and I think because I feel like more people have seen the movie, like as is true for a lot of things, have seen the movie. More people have seen the movie than read the book. And like I remember from the movie that there is like that they do pay a lot of attention to like Rachel and Nick's relationship, and then there are less attention on some of like the other really quirky or really ridiculous family members.
I think that's true.
In the movie. And in the book.
I think Hotel Magnifique is a standalone. I don't know. Yeah. Yes. Okay. It's, you know what, our brains just work differently. I don't know. Okay, one thing that I've heard people say that I didn't realize that I do this. I was one time watching something where people were saying that one way to read faster is to not sub-vocalize all of the words you read. Like, I don't see, like, the voice you hear in your head when you read it to yourself. I don't know, like, sometimes I don't say all the words. Like, I read them with my eyes, but I don't, like, think all the words in that voice. So if you can, like, shut that off partly, that helps.
How long did it take you to, like, train yourself to do that?
I didn't do it on purpose. I just, like, I heard somebody talk about this, and I was like, "Oh, I guess I kinda do that because 'cause I'll just, like, hear every few words sometimes. It depends on how dense the text is, but
Oh, yeah. I bet Heather could maybe say something about the from Blood and Ash stuff. I saw that stuff on Twitter.
The Blood and Ash stuff. I'm not reading that series, but the drama
That was intense.
high.
yeah.
Like, Bethany and I read the first book for
We read the
book
first
club.
one, yeah.
Yeah.
First
As far
book too.
as I can tell, the third book, some people are claiming it's polyamorous, and some people are claiming she's cheating. And I also believe that it's a curvy character, and in the third book, she's smaller than she was before. And a lot of people are upset about that. Or the one that
just came out. Is the
Yeah.
And I also know that the author is being like very condescending to the fans. And I was like, you're not reading it the way it was intended. And a lot of people are pretty mad. So anyways, if you watch Goodreads, it's like a race between 5 stars and 1-star ratings.
I looked at it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Nothing in the middle. Just 1s or 5s.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think from what I gather is that it was like the central romance in that book. Like I've only read the first book, but like from what I understand, that the central romance from the first book, like those two are like soulmates or whatever it is, and like that's been established. And then like she brought in this other character that is like kind of a fan favorite, but maybe like not. I don't know. And then it's like polyamorous, but like it's like he was getting tortured. I don't know. But like it's like it'd be like as if like I don't know, as if like I think the way I interpret it is if like I don't know, like if Sarah J. Maas decided to have like Feyre and Rhysand already have their whole thing go down, then she decides to bring in another character to like be in like a 3-way relationship with the two of them. Like that's how I interpreted how her fans were interpreting it. But I don't know. I'm also just like, it's a book. It's a fictional book.
There's also vampires in it. Like this isn't the most like unrealistic thing.
And like I do remember from before, like JLA, like some of the things she said about like about how like curvy like automatically like meaning fat or whatever. Like I just like kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Like I don't know. Like I think that the main character is supposed to be like plus size, but I think that maybe she didn't like make it clear enough. I don't know. I didn't love the first book, so I didn't read the second book because it was very long. But
interesting. I mean, I enjoyed the first one okay, but like based on things I heard about later books, I'm not planning to continue with the series.
Yeah.
It's just wild, like seeing it. But I think the problem is too, is I've also seen people saying that there's been a lot of like fans saying nasty things about her and directly to her, which I'm like, if you don't like the book, fine, critique the book, like tear it apart. I don't really care, but like leave the author out of it.
Also, like they're not your characters. Like you didn't make them up. Like
yeah.
Fandom can get very, very toxic.
I thought they were gonna have a poly thing, or at least a 3-way since book 1, because there was like mentions of it.
Yeah, I've heard that, and I haven't even read it. Yeah. But I don't know what the issue is.
I wonder.
There's a lot of insinuations about it in book 1, but
I think possibly, because I heard something today. I think possibly it wasn't a 3-way. It was like her with the best friend, without the husband knowing, or something like that. And that might be.
I mean, because like if
I could have been lied to. I don't know.
And I thought I saw something like the husband was being like tortured during like somewhere else during the time. I don't know. Twitter. I don't know whether that's true or not, but like it's a mess. That's why it's just drop.
I'm sorry. I would have a very hard time getting turned on if I was also at the same time like stressed out of my mind about
Yeah.
a family member.
I mean,
I
Well,
mean,
it's
like, because they like as long
but-
as he knew it wouldn't be cheating, but like
Right.
I don't know. I have no
Right.
idea. I've
Because
only
the
read
thing
the
is,
first
like,
one.
I haven't read it. I've
I have no
I've
idea.
read all secondhand knowledge, third-hand knowledge,
Oh my gosh.
yada. But
That
like
is-
I know from like polyamorous romance books, reverse harem romance books, all of the things, or all of the kinks even that I read, reading comprehension is just not great. Sometimes I'm like, no, I read that book. That is not, no, you're wrong. Like, I don't know what you're thinking, but you don't understand.
Oh man. Okay, I kind of want to see if other people are saying stuff about this, but interesting. Okay. Let's see. Hey Jess. JLA does try to set up the main couple as a possibility to have a third person in that dynamic, but from what I heard, that's not handled well. I mean, it's possible. Okay, so it's possible people just didn't think it
like in
was.
book one, they were talking about like
Yeah,
being real open to that several times.
yeah, that is so interesting. It's an option if they want to go there, but it was to extend the life of the mortal one, and now none of them are mortal.
Oh,
Huh? What?
I've only read book one. I don't know what's happening.
Well, I don't really remember book one either. Like, I just remember that I read it and everyone was like, oh, if you love Sarah J. Maas, you'll love this. And I was like, I love Sarah J. Maas, but I don't love this.
Yeah, it's not her best work.
No, it's not. It's not. I mean, it's like if you love Sarah J. Maas, you might enjoy it. Like it's got some similarities, but I also don't think it's as good.
I know Izzy from Happy for Now, she read it, and obviously she's a romance reader and she loves Sarah J. Maas. And
Yeah.
she was like, if you're a romance reader, you're not going to like this. So then I was like, okay, I'm not
Yeah.
reading it.
That's really interesting. I mean, I liked it, but like I don't know. But like I can also see the problems people have with it. And I didn't really want to go on because based on what people said about the other books, I was like, I think I'm good. Also, we have a lot of people talking about subvocalization. It does tend to slow you down, yes. Oh, that's really interesting. That makes actually a lot of sense. I can see how if it's not your first language, it would be hard to make that go away.
Well, I think everybody reads differently too. Like some people see things, some people don't, some people hear or smell or,
Yeah.
like there's a lot of different experiences when it comes to reading. And I would imagine, because I see things like very blurry, indistinct. Like if all you do is describe the character on the first page, by like chapter 3, I don't remember what they look like. I'm just like kind of going off of something. But I could have the hair color wrong. I could have the eye color wrong because you only told me one time and I forgot. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
But so I think I would imagine if you see like very detailed and stuff, that would slow you down as like things are coming in your head. You're seeing all the leaves on the trees and stuff.
Right.
I mean, I'm just in the forest moving along, but you're like looking at all the details.
Amorphous blobs.
Interesting. Yeah, I can change. See, like I can change how much of it I see.
What? I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
Ever. I did not know that was a thing that you could.
Yeah, like if I take more time with it and really am like completely immersed, I can see a lot more of it, but I can also just like kind of gloss over it if I want to read faster.
Yeah, I usually have audiobook and then I'm reading along. So like that's my subvocalization. So maybe that's like listening and looking at the same time.
That is something too, is I think my subvocalization is also faster than a lot of people's because like I listen to audiobooks super fast and it trains, if you like increase the speed, it trains your subvocalizing to speed up also.
Yeah, like 3 speed is like my reading speed and 2 speed is my speaking speed. So it's like
yeah, 3 speed is about my reading speed also.
I can also listen to like 3. Well, if it's a British, usually if the narrator is British, I can't speed it up as fast as I would like to, but normally like 3.5 I can listen to if I'm like following along with the book. Otherwise, like if I'm in the car or something, usually 3 is usually the max, but it just depends on the speaker. I think if an author's reading their book, they tend to, I think, already like if one time speed is like actual normal speed and they're not slowing it down from like the recording, which I don't know, I think it's so slow. Like my mom was like, no, that's normal speed. It's the way you listen, it sounds like a robot. I'm like, at 3 times speed, sure. 1.8, no.
Yeah.
But I don't like if the author's reading it, I feel like they're more or less reading it. They know how it's meant to be, like the words are meant to be spoken and how they're meant to flow. So I think I tend to listen to ones that are read by authors slower. Like not 1 time speed, but like not 3 times speed either.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah,
I think
with accents, I usually slow it down a little bit
that's true.
until I get the cadence of their voice.
Right. Once you get used to it, then you can kind of, yeah. This is so interesting. Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense. See, I'm not the only one who does this. Depends on how hard you try to visualize. Same. Like, yeah.
Well, see, like I can turn off the voice if I'm skimming. But if
Mhm.
I'm reading, then I'm like hearing it all in my head. But
Yeah.
I'm a fast reader. I've been reading since I was like 4,
Me too.
and it's literally been my lifelong hobby. Like a book a day is not a big deal in my life. It's just not. So I'm fast already.
Yep. No,
I
same.
just am. I don't have to try to be fast, which I think is what a lot of people are, doing. They're like, how can I read
Yeah.
faster? I'm like, I'm just reading my speed. I don't care.
Yeah.
But it just happens to be fast. That's all.
Like, I can read even faster if I try to, but I usually
Right,
don't.
me too.
Unless I'm tired of a book and I just want to be done with it. I just want to be done with it then sometimes. But
Yeah.
I am the same way actually. I also usually read faster with a physical book over a Kindle.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I don't know if I notice a difference in speed.
I think it varies for people a lot. It's kind of interesting. Interesting. That makes sense. I listen to 1.2 fast. Like that's I mean, like people that's the thing is like I think we just process things differently. It's okay. Yes. Yeah, I like listening and reading at the same time and I'll do it at 3 times also. Yep. See, 1.5 is still too slow for me. I can't like I can't pay attention like cuz my mind wanders cuz it's not fast enough.
2 is my minimum. That's like speaking
Yeah.
speed. Yeah.
Basically. That's so interesting. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, I just also think like all of us have brains that work in different ways and like it's fine. Some people have a hard time paying attention to audiobooks and some people need audiobooks. Like however you read, whatever works for you, I think is great.
Yeah,
So,
I don't
Like
do
I need audiobooks because like I
Yeah.
cannot sit still. It's like an ADHD
Yeah.
thing. Like I need to get up and make coffee. I need to go do this. Like I
Yeah.
can't. But like if I have it in my brain, it makes my brain focus on other stuff too. Like it's like my cheat code.
Yeah, I
See,
get
when
that.
I'm reading a book, I can turn the whole world off. You can be saying my name right next to me and I have no idea.
I can't do that as much anymore. I used to be like that, and then since I've had kids, like my brain doesn't do it as much anymore.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of an interesting thing with kids, but I can still do it to a certain extent. It depends on how good the book is. If I'm like
Yeah.
deep into it. But also it's like saying mama and like a cry of pain will get my attention very differently.
Right.
Like you can say mama, 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 but like if you're crying, like my brain's not gonna ignore that.
Yeah.
You're not a monster.
Right. Fine. Jess, this sounds terrible. 1 point speed. Oh my gosh. Wow. Interesting. Yeah. That makes sense. Well, House of Earth and Blood is a lot easier to read. Like it flows much more fluidly than Way of Kings. So
I mean, the first 50 pages are kind of hard, but like otherwise it's like not dense. Like it's, like it, but Way of Kings is.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question about like the Crescent City series? That it's a thing that bothers me to no end, but it doesn't. I don't know if it bothers anyone else. why do they have pizza?
Because it's an
Because
urban
it's a
Earth.
modern fantasy
It's-
world.
They
it's
don't
Earth.
have Italy. In this
Because
world.
well, it's because it's Earth in the
Why
future.
do they have cell phones?
I don't know that
but like I
it
can
is,
understand
though,
the
It
technology
is.
being similar, but you can crack the code of pizza. It's not hard. It's bread, sauce, and cheese.
Yeah.
But like, why call it pizza? Call it something else.
No,
And it bothers me.
it's because it's Earth 15,000 years in the future.
I don't know that
Because
it is, though.
people-
It is. It
I don't
is.
know.
Maybe
It's no.
Well, then
It's
we have
called
shitty
Midgard, and
technology. They
in
didn't
book
do
two
it
we
better.
found like ruins of old highways and like old cities from Earth. It is like it's Earth.
Like in the ocean.
Yeah. Well, no, because it's like 15,000. Anyway, I am pretty convinced
Possible, but
it's
I don't
Earth
know that
in the future, and I think that's why.
it might
That-
be
which
her.
makes
They have
sense
the
of why
same
they have like
technology
I don't know that
technology.
she's gonna like connect it and be like, this world was once called Earth. Like I don't
Well,
know that.
it's called Midgard, which is what the Norse mythology called Earth.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
but
I don't know.
I'm
there's a
pretty
lot
sure
of other
it's
stuff going on here.
Anyway,
I don't know.
yeah.
Like they have other names for things that are similar to what we have, but like, why pizza? It's just a weird thing for me because I'm just
But
like,
then, if she named it something else, people would be, "Why did you make up a word for
Right.
pizza?"
Well, I don't understand that she
I
refuses to like
100%.
explain what the hell sunball is. I'm like, can you just tell me like what, like,
Yeah.
like is it lacrosse, baseball, football? Like,
I think it's a mashup, honestly. It sounds like someone who doesn't know about sports saying they're all sports.
Yeah.
she's,
I don't
she's
really
a really
care.
big hockey fan, and it's clearly not hockey though because it's outside, like on a field. But I'm just
Yeah.
like, please tell us. Like, she was like
It feels
purposefully
baseball,
not telling
Ava.
but like I also feel like they're holding balls at one. They're holding a ball at one point and running around.
No.
But
Yeah.
I don't know.
I also get confused because like I know she also loves like as I know like Sarah Dumas like also loves ballet, but like as someone who used to be like a very serious ballet dancer, I'm like confused. Like I understand like what she's trying to do with saying like Juniper is like the first like fawn to like be the the like a soloist at this ballet, but I'm like, how does she like put on point shoes? Like she's got hooves.
Yeah,
Like
hooves,
how does that
yeah.
work? Like I'm just confused. Like I'm supposed to just like not like
Maybe
pretend
she's
it's
just on the tip of her hoof. I'm not sure.
yeah, it doesn't. I'm confused. And like, I love the series. Like, I love the books, but like, there are little things that I'm like,
Yeah.
that don't make sense.
Yeah, my brain just latches on, and then I'm just like, but why? And then like it, yeah.
See, I can buy Pizza Would Survive 15,000 Years of History, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's
No,
also
Anyway,
a
I
modern
wish
they
fantasy
would
world. They
have
got
a
cars,
pizza.
helicopters, manicures, like pizza.
I don't think they would call it pizza, but I think they would crack the code of pizza. It's not hard to do, but I just don't think they should call it pizza. It's the hill I die on.
Yeah, I think stuff like that also just doesn't bother me. So
Yeah. It bothers me so much. I couldn't stop thinking of it because everyone's a Chad and they eat pizza all day. Anyway, moving on.
all right. Well, do we want to do another reading sprint?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Let's do this. Since I told people we would do more than one, so. All right. So we'll go for 30 minutes and then we'll be back. All right. How did sprinting go for everyone?
Pretty good. I answered some emails and I read another chapter, so I only read like 30 pages.
There's
So.
like very exciting things happening in this book right now, so I kind of read a lot. I read like 58 pages.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
It's like things are happening. So
Yeah, I cannot read that fast without the help of an audiobook.
Yeah.
I'm like 77% through this novella. And I feel like the quality is going down, so
oh no.
not thrilled.
I'm on page 170. I am loving this book. It's so good.
I'm so excited. I have it pre-ordered. I can't wait to read it.
I definitely think you'll like this one, Bethany.
Okay.
I'm at the beginning, like there's like a little, it's like it's a little author's note, but like a little disclaimer saying that, you know, if you come from this, like if you come to the story from the South or from a Southern Baptist or evangelical Christian background, you may recognize what the culture it describes.
Interesting.
Like, I don't know. It's just super great. It's a little over the top, a little ridiculous, but like it's just super charming, and I think people are gonna really like it.
Cool. Yay. Yeah, this is like getting really like there's intense things happening right now, so it's fun.
I love tension.
Yeah, that's good. We got wow, 119 pages of Gallant with the illustrations, and you know what? I need to just read it because it does seem like it would be a quick read.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a quick read.
Dragon Pearl, yay, Brie! Oh, that's such a good one. I like that. By Yoon Holly, that's his middle grade book. It's really good. Hamburger Helper, nice. 9 pages, cool. 80 pages, wow, that's amazing. Many plot twists, love that. Malice, I love Malice.
Oh, Malice is so good. Oh, I don't know that I've heard anything about the sequel. I should look into that.
It's not out yet. It's coming out in May, I think.
Oh,
I have it pre-ordered. What?
Classics Mutilated?
Yeah, I have never heard of this.
I am interested because I
Right.
did Drunk Classic. That's kind of mutilating them. What's that about?
Yeah. Finished She Made Me a Fool, no idea how to write a review for it. Interesting. I don't know how to interpret that statement.
Oh, I see it. Okay. Oh, I can. Oh, it's available for download. Okay.
That's good. Lunch and 12 pages of Shadow of the Gods. Love it. Yes, Assassin's Apprentice. Robin Hobb is always good. 79% in arc. Need the villain's plans to be foiled and him to disappear permanently. Yeah, I get that. Okay.
Wait,
I mean,
is this Interview with the Vampire?
Oh, is this Empire the Vampire? Oh wait, no, it's not.
No.
I don't know, but like I'm reading Interview with the Vampire for next month's Drunk Classics. It's a loose interpretation of classic, but I'm counting it.
It's like a modern classic. Sure, why not?
I'm gonna do that one. I think that's gonna be fun.
Empire of the Vampire is basically the main character, just like telling the story of all his traumatic, like.
Jessica. Look, do whatever works for you. It seems to be going well. Okay. 4 stars, Asian. Okay. Sounds like handwriting. Yeah, that does. Okay, Classics Mutilated is a short story collection from 2010. Interesting.
Oh, okay.
That's cool. Ooh, boy, very applicable.
It's a graphic novel.
You're still here, Beth, but I feel like you were like had picked up that book to read this month, or maybe it's a different one. I don't know.
I don't think it was this. I don't think it was a graphic novel, but yeah, she read something.
It might not have been a graphic novel.
Yeah, but she was reading something. Seems like the time for people to be picking up stuff about Putin, I guess. Given everything. That makes sense. So like it's a women's fiction. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Cool. So, man, after this, I'm probably just gonna like keep reading this book because now
Do another sprint, like finish it. Nothing to do today.
I'm like, oh my goodness, I need to know what's gonna happen.
Fun.
But yeah, another sprint. I don't know. I get a little tired of being on live streams for super long. I think I told Heather usually I try to stay around 2 hours. So
Could do a shorter one, like a shorter sprint, but I don't know.
maybe if everybody, I guess if everybody wants to, we could do a short one.
I don't care.
Okay.
Either way.
Like a little 10-minute
10,
run for the
15
finish or
minutes,
something.
like that. Yeah.
Can you finish it in 10 minutes?
No.
That's Twitter talk.
I'd be surprised. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if you said it.
I could not. There's no way. I mean, I still have like, I don't know, like 150 pages left.
Oh,
so, yeah, no.
So I was just thinking you were further than that.
No. Yeah, it is good though. Home of Midnight is gearing up to be a fun fantasy mystery novel. Cool. Sounds fun. Yeah, Obelisk Gate. Love Jemison. Far Sector is so good. So good. I think it's like the best comic I've read ever.
You were saying that when we were in the Strand. You're like,
it's so good. Yeah, it's amazing. Like N.K. Jemisin is just brilliant. Basically, she can do everything well. But yeah, that's really good. That's also okay. Some of this is like what you like. I feel like with how you review books. One short sprint, please. Okay. Well, we could do a short one. That's that. Hey, it's 3 more pages of reading. Yeah. Oh goodness. Yeah, I did stop like right in the middle of the chapter, so I'm kind of like, oh no, she's in danger. We're learning things. It's interesting.
Mine's just a lot of awkward flirting. There's like, oh, I like your boots. Just them just feeling really awkward about it because they're like, boots? He's like, they look real sturdy. So I'm having fun with it, even though it's like stupid fun.
Yeah.
So.
I think
Mine
there's a place for that.
It's kind of like structured like a bit like a scavenger hunt, and so like, and they're kind of like find like, and they're like each kind of letter that they find like directs them to like a new place to get like the next letter that this like girl has like left behind before disappearing for these like 3 people that she also kissed before disappearing without a word. And the things that they do, that they have to do to go and get the letters that she's left in not the most convenient of places is.
That sounds like fun though.
No,
I'm glad you're
Confused as to what this book is and how Southern Baptist ties into.
So it takes place like in a small town in Alabama, and the main character is queer and all of her friends are queer and people of color, but like obviously they're the kids that like don't fit in at their school because it's this like it's like this private like Christian like
school. Yeah.
And the only reason that she went there, and like she had the main character has 2 moms, and like the only reason that she and her like one of her moms like had graduated from that school and was like really did not like it, but it's like the best academic school, and like she's like the overachiever and like had neck and neck with this girl Shara Wheeler who's disappeared for like valedictorian. It's really fun, it's really funny, and there's a lot of commentary. Yeah, I think you'll really be into it, Bethany.
Feels like it has like a little dash of Paper Towns by John Green in there.
Yeah. Now that you say it, yes, but better.
Yeah, it's a completely different story, but it feels like it has like a dash.
Yeah, it's like a dash. Yeah, she's like left all these like letters behind, and it's got a bit of mystery, but yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I may give it a try at some point. I'm so hit and miss with YA romances. I don't read very many of them, but
really, it's not really romance at all.
Really? Because that's what they're selling it as.
Well, not.
This is my problem with YA romances, honestly, is because they always say it's a romance, and then I'm like, this is what always happens. Like, they're always like, oh, it's a YA rom-com, and I'm like, this is not a romance.
So the premise of the book is more that it's like shortly after prom, this girl, Shara Wheeler, who's like the golden girl of the town, like everyone loves her, everyone like she's beautiful, like everyone is just like loves her, she's the nicest girl, like everything. The main character just like thinks there's something fake about her, like she's the only person who doesn't like her. And then like right during prom or like right after, this girl Shara Wheeler kisses the main character Chloe, and then she finds out that she kissed her boyfriend, like Shara's boyfriend Smith, who's like this black football player, and then Rory, who's this like biracial outcast, and the three of them are like what the hell, like what is going on here? And then it turns out because she like vanished, and so she's left these like letters behind with like all of these like clues that like lead them to the next letter, and like it's like kind of obvious that like something is gonna happen between Shara Wheeler and Chloe, I think. Even though the kid Rory has always had a thing for her, which like gives some beef with Smith, because like it's kind of messy, but it's not like there's not really romance in it yet.
And you're halfway through.
Yeah, I know. Why is this glowing? I don't know. It's like, I'm like,
this is exactly right. They need to get more comfortable pitching a book as something with a romance, not as a. I agree.
I mean, I guess it's possible that. I mean, I would not classify this as. I mean, like what YA like would I actually classify it as? Well, I mean, I guess like To All the Boys, but like I'm like trying to think like what YAs like what I like classify as like romance and not just like contemporary. But this just definitely reads more like your run of the like not run of the mill, but just a traditional like contemporary. Like if Casey McQuiston were writing like imagine her just writing a regular contemporary without like the heavier romantic elements that like her previous books have had, I feel like is what.
So yeah, they're writing less of a romance than they have before.
Yeah.
Interesting. Jessica.
I know.
I love this so much.
I really don't understand what is going on here. I mean,
I loved Ghostwriter. That's funny. Yeah, interesting. This is exactly why I stay away. I've been staying away from YA romances, is because they always say they're a romance, and I'm like, this isn't really a romance.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then it's just not. Yeah. To All of the Boys I've Loved is.
That's
Katie Westwright's romance. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Interesting.
Yeah, and I guess like Katie McGee's books, like the American Royals ones, have like heavy romantic.
Yeah, I wouldn't call those romances either.
Yeah,
though.
I wouldn't either. That's why I'm like, how many YA have like that have I actually read that's like romance, like not just like contemporary with. And I guess Sarah.
I've read a few. What is that? I can't think of the title. I can see what the cover looks like in my head, but
I feel like the worst thing you can do is misrepresent a book. Because, like, I don't know if you guys have ever, like, gone to a potluck and you thought you knew what you were biting into and you, in fact, did not. And it was, like, good, but that first bite was, like,
like, what is that?
It's vanilla. Like, this is not what I thought I was getting.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think debut authors and authors who haven't had big breakout books, like, are the ones that suffer from it. Like, who, like,
well, a lot of times they don't get to control
how
I feel like they're the ones who like
marketed,
suffer from it the most, because people are gonna like, this is gonna be a bestseller. People are gonna read this regardless because it's Casey McQuiston. But like, if this were like a debut author who, had like, a run of like a traditional, like not significant or major, publishing deal, and people would maybe stray away from it for the same reasons that like you're like not sure if you want to read it, Bethany.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I found the book I was thinking of. Tell Me How You Really Feel by Amina May Safi. That was a romance. But there aren't that many. Yeah. Hey, hello. All right, so I guess we could do one more like shorter sprint, maybe like 15 minutes. Of course now I have to like find the timers again. Hold on. Okay. So yeah, so we'll do one more and then I think end there, and hopefully people who are at the end of their books can finish them up. Let me this. Okay. All right. Oh, how'd everybody do? Our last reading sprint.
I just read one chapter, so I read 17 pages and then answered more emails.
Nice.
I'm not sure how much I read this sprint, but I think I read around 60 pages during all of the sprint, which is pretty
That's
good.
great. Yeah, I think I got through like another 26. So
Did you get out of the anxiety?
yeah, I got that. Yes, yeah, but it's still, I'm enjoying it. It's good.
I finished my novella.
Woohoo!
Give it 1 star.
Oh
no!
So I'm like a fan of Insta Love Crap.
Who's the author of this?
A.J. Ford, I want to say. It was just bad. I like Insta Love. I like I don't need a lot. I don't need a lot. I'm trying to go where you're trying to take me. Like, take me there. But it was bad. It was like, oh, I kidnapped you. Oh, you're right. That was a bad idea, but I love you, and I would love if you gave everything to me. And also, yes, I love you too, and I will sacrifice myself for you. And that was the writing.
Yeah, no.
Sounds like that god awful movie that's on Netflix. It's like based on like 50 Shades fan fiction that I remember. Like,
oh yeah. People lost their minds when that came out.
When we were like drunk or something. I don't know, but
Jeez. Yay! Read chapter 22 during sprints. Awesome. 36 pages of Alice. I'm glad people got so much reading done. This is awesome. Wow, and so close to the end. Okay, that's okay. I need to just read it because I want to read it, and it sounds like I will probably fly through it.
yes,
so.
Life is too short to not read the things we don't want to read right at this moment. So just go for it.
I should. if it's going to be that quick, I feel more okay about just going.
You will read it very, very quickly.
Yeah,
you could probably read it in like an afternoon.
Yeah, 67. Awesome. Wow. Yes, I'm glad this was productive for everybody. Wonderful. Near the end of the book. I love it.
Huh.
Okay. Interesting. Good to know. Cool. Yes. I love this. People got so much done. In chapter 5. Yay. You're almost caught up. I've read the first 5 chapters, Beth, and then I can start going forward once you get there. Yay. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Cool. I love the dark fairy tale. Well, thanks everybody for joining today. This was fun. And yeah, I will be back on here tomorrow night to talk about Ship of Magic. So for anybody who's reading along with us, we'll do a spoilery chat tomorrow night, which should be fun. Nice. Good work, Brie. Your plant tube channel.
The Locked Plantation. It's so cute. I love her.
That's awesome. All right. Well, have a great rest of your day, everybody, and we'll see you later.